I put every single team's best player all on the same exact team to see if they can come together and win a Stanley Cup in NHL 25. And here we go. This is one of the best rosters I think I've ever seen in this game. No shot we don't end up winning a Stanley Cup. That's why we're only going to get 3 seasons to do so, as we got McDavid, Pasta, and Matthews on that first line, followed by Kaprizov, McKinnon, Kucherov, Barkov, Crosby, and Hughes, Kachuk, Eichel, and Ovi, and that is just for our forward core. Defensively, Hughes and Makar, top line D pair. We got Yossi, Dahlin, Montour, and Mrwinski, and then in goal, Jake Ottinger was the highest overall player on Dallas, and I just threw in Martin Jones so we didn't have like a stacked goaltending tandem that we could run with. So we got to go with a 92 Ottinger. He has to carry us all the way, but I have a feeling that this roster is good enough to do so on its own. So at the end of the season, I'm not surprised at all. We were the best team in our division, 65, 12, and 5. We had like 3 losses not that long ago on the season with like 50 wins. I don't know what happened near the end of the regular season. Nonetheless, we won the President's Trophy, best team in the NHL, followed by Winnipeg, New York, who, I mean, the Rangers in real life, they're absolutely a train wreck. LA was good. Tampa Bay was up here. We got the Leafs. And at the bottom, the newest team in the NHL, the Utah Hockey Club, with only 32 wins on the season. Nathan MacKinnon is going to lead our squad. Only one 100-point member, 104 on the season, followed by McDavid's 98. Pasta had 95. Matthews 91 and 55 goals. Sid the Kid at 37 actually had 91 points himself. And if we take a look at Jake Ottinger here, actually, this is so slow. Jake Ottinger, where are you at? 51, 9 and 3, 7 shutouts alongside a 912 save percentage. He's got that Vezina locked the hell up. The Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid, will lead the NHL in scoring with 115 points, followed by McKinnon's 112. Robertson had 106, Kucherov 106, and on the goal side, Nathan MacKinnon tore up 63, tying alongside Jason Robertson. I got to lower this man's overall, man. The last 2 years, he has not been up to par. Matthews had 58, Pasta was up there. Leon with the 50-goal season himself. And for the goaltenders, Ottinger obviously had the most wins at 51. The most shutouts will go to Hellebuck with 9. So maybe Hellebuck could steal the Vezina away from Jake Ottinger, considering Ottinger does have the much better squad on paper. And in round 1, we get a pretty easy matchup up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we should be able to breeze by them and possibly even breeze our way to a Stanley Cup. Realistically, this series should be done in 4 games. We're up 3-0. I have a feeling we're going to sweep them. And there it is. The Alberta Moose take care of business in round number 1. And now we await the Tampa Bay Lightning here in round 2. Much tougher team. They usually tend to simulate pretty well. So possibly an upset on the horizon, but maybe not, considering our roster is so goddamn good. All right, 3-1 lead over Tampa Bay, 2-0 after the first period. Matthews and McDavid. Second period, it's a 4-1 lead, and the Lightning. Wait a minute, Jake Gensel gets them back to within 2. He might save the Lightning, but McDavid answers back on Vasi. Cam Atkinson as well. The goalies are not having a great game. Shots are 34-21 halfway through the third period here. 6-3 lead. Sasha Barkov will score on Vasi. And 4 minutes remaining to go. It looks like the Alberta Moose are headed to the conference finals, baby. And now in the conference finals, the Carolina Hurricanes, I don't think they really pose a threat to us. They win game 2, 6-5 in OT. Lose. Oh my, okay, we got a series here. I'll knot it up at 2 apiece. Let's see what we can do. This is the closest series yet. 4-1 Carolina in game number 5 after the first period. Second period, okay, we're back in it. Kaprizov and Pastrnak. It's a 1-goal affair. I thought we were literally about to get blown out and possibly be eliminated by the Hurricanes. Come on, Alberta. I need McDavid, Matthews, somebody to step up. Yossi, Sidney Crosby. Can somebody please? It's 1 goal. All we need is 1 to tie the game up, and it does not look like we can do it, as the Carolina Hurricanes nail. No, 49 seconds remaining. Nikita Kucherov. Well, here we are in overtime. We Connor McDavid rocking no Bucky, going old school. Nikita Kucherov tied the game up with what, 49 seconds to go. Absolutely monstrous goal. Matthews, Wise Matthews, backhanding it behind the net to Pastrnak. Oh my God, Aho steals it. All right. Whoever wins this game is going to go up 3-2 here in the conference final, so a very pivotal game 5. Jarvis doesn't get a shot on that. Matthews moves up to McDavid. Come on, McDavid. Speed, man. You are speed. Matthews picks it up. Over to McJesus. Shooting. Rebound. And Pastrnak. I don't know what he's doing. Guess he's brain dead. Matthews shooting. What a save by Freddie Anderson. The Moose are loose all over the Hurricanes right now. You're in overtime. Fox to Hughes to Matthews. Over to Fox. to Pasternak. Pasternak in the middle. He was shooting, firing, and scoring his third of the postseason. And there it is. The Alberta Moose will take a 3-2 series lead. After being down 4-1 in this game, we crawl all the way back, get the W, and now can possibly eliminate the Hurricanes in Game 6. Here we go. In Carolina, season on the line for the Hurricanes. 3-0 after the first period. Fox, McDavid, and Pasternak. Second period, 4-0 lead. Things are not looking great for Carolina unless they can pull an Uno reverse card here and make a cut. Never mind. McDavid makes it 5. Freddie Anderson, get your ass out of the net. You have been pulled. And the Alberta Moose back to dominating as per usual as we are off to the Stanley Cup Finals. And now in the Stanley Cup Finals, the best team we're going to play so far, the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid. So there's going to be multiple McDavids out there on the ice. Let's see what we can do. Win Game 1, lose Game 2. What about Game 3? We lose that. Oh no. The Oilers are actually striking. There we go. 2-2 tie, just like against Carolina, as we head into another pivotal game at number 5. Here we go. First period, 2-1 lead for the Oilers. Nuge and Pacioretty. Second period, there we go. We rallied off 3 straight. Matthews with a pair. Crosby with 1. And oh my God, the Oilers had 11 shots entering the third period, and McDavid will score and Jake Ottinger. And then Derek Ryan. We're going to let Derek Ryan score on us. Thank you, Barkov, retaking the lead for Alberta. And an absolutely roller coaster of a game here in Game 5. 5 minutes to go. 5-4 power play for Alberta. They don't get anything on it. 2 minutes to go. We're going to hold on. We will indeed hold on. Here we go. Stanley Cup in the building. First period, 2-1 lead for the Oilers. Second period, oh my God, 4 unanswered goals in the second. And we got a 5-2 lead as we try to win the Stanley Cup here in Edmonton. Maybe the first of 3 as we try to go for a three-peat here in this sim. Try to have some sort of a dynasty in Alberta. Oh, I completely forgot. This is the Battle of Alberta. Edmonton versus, well, the province of Alberta. Here we are, 2 minutes away from a Stanley Cup here in Edmonton. I guess we're not too far from our home rink considering we are the Alberta Moose. Nonetheless, we dominated that second period. Rebound. Full pressure already for the Moose. Oh my God, McDavid coming to Fox, to McDavid. Doesn't get a shot on net. The Edmonton Oilers got to rally off 3 straight in less than a minute. I don't foresee that happening as the Alberta Moose, best team in the regular season, best team in the postseason, and they're going to get rewarded as well. Jake Ottinger sprawling for that. You better play that puck, dude. We ain't got time to just mess around. 32 seconds remaining. Zach Hyman back to the point. They're trying to push. The Oilers trying to get any offense they can, but down 3-2 in the series, 5-2 in the game with 20 seconds to go. Their state is almost sealed right now. I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. I'm just rolling off the tongue back and forth. Pasternak getting bodied. His bucket get launched off of him as well. Make Bouchard coming down. 9 seconds to go. Hyman coming in. It does not look like the Oilers can do it as the Alberta Moose in year number 1 will take care of business, get the job done, and win the Stanley Cup as we defeat the Oilers in 6 games in the finals. Conference finals and finals were kind of close series. Both were tied up at 2 apiece, but we definitely prevailed when it mattered the most. This team is better, deeper, stronger, bigger, faster than pretty much any other team in the league. So I expect nothing short of 3 straight Stanley Cups, and we are going to try to build towards that. We got 1 done so far, 2 more to go. As Quinn Hughes is going to win the Conn Smythe Trophy. Very interesting. Only 3 goals and 23 points. It must have been a group effort for the Alberta Moose. And there it is. Lord Stanley being presented in Edmonton, but not for the Oilers, but another team that plays in the province of Alberta. As the Moose come on up, Connor McDavid, you still get to raise the Stanley Cup on home ice, essentially, for the first time ever. As we have gone all the way in year number 1. 1 down, 2 more to go. Connor McDavid's going to lead our squad. 13 goals, 26 points. No Conn Smythe Trophy. I guess the voters do not want to vote McDavid. Even Kucherov was better. Fox had a better postseason. How the hell did Quinn Hughes win the Conn Smythe? Because he was a plus 29? What are we doing here, EA? And for Jake Ottinger, 3 shutouts, a 910 save percentage. Very, very good stats. Nathan MacKinnon will win the Ted Lindsay and Maurice Richard. Art Ross to McDavid. Hart to McKinnon. The Lindsay or the Norris will go to Adam Fox. Obviously, Hughes will win the Conn Smythe Trophy. Ottinger the Vezina and Barkov the Selke. I'm not going to make a single change, and I mean, why would I? We were so dominant in year number 1. Hopefully, we can replicate that now in season number 2. So Alberta's going to have an even better season this year. 71-4-7 is our record. 149 points, the most ever in single season history in the National Hockey League. Followed by Tampa Bay, who had 56 wins. Edmonton was up there. Nashville was somehow decent. Colorado top 5. And at the bottom, the rebuilding Philadelphia Flyers, only 30 wins. Honestly, probably to be expected. Connor McDavid will lead our team. We had a lot of scoring on this roster. 123 points. McKinnon had 113, as well as Pasternak. Austin Matthews at 112 himself. Kucherov had 91. Sidney Crosby had 45 goals and 88 points. That would be like the leading scorer on a lot of these teams in the NHL right now. And for Jake Ottinger, 55-3-6 record, 6 shutouts alongside a 910 save percentage. Our McDavid will win the Art Ross Trophy, the scoring race, 123 points. McKinnon with 113, past the Matthews, Kucherov. A lot of our players were up there, and a lot of the other players as well. On the goal side, we got Leon Draisaitl tied with Pasta for the lead at 57. Leon in real life probably going to win the Maurice Richard Trophy. Nathan MacKinnon had 53, Matthews 53. Stammer was good on Nashville with 48. And for the defensemen, actually I meant to go to goaltenders here. We got Jake Ottinger, most wins, not even close. It was almost 10 more than Andrei Vasilevsky. And the most shutouts would end up going, it's a two-way tie between Vasi and Ottinger, but 55 wins pretty much almost guarantees a Vezina Trophy to Jakey. And now in round number 1, we start our back-to-back playoff run up against the Boston Bruins. Honestly, I feel like we should. There we go. We sweep the Boston Bruins in round number 1. Things were not even remotely close. The Bruins have a pretty mid team in real life. We move on to Tampa Bay, who we dealt with last season, I believe, again in round number 2. Let's see if they put up any sort of a challenge here, as we are going to go back-to-back sweeps, make our way to the conference finals, 8-0, and we got to face the New York Rangers. Okay. And here we are in the Stanley Cup Finals, trying to go back-to-back, and we have not lost a single playoff game yet, trying to be the first team ever to go 16-0 in the NHL playoffs, up against Vancouver in the Cup Finals. Let's see if we can do it. The bad news is we lost our first game in the playoffs, 5-3 to Vancouver. The good news is we're up 3-1 over them in the Cup Finals with the opportunity to win the Stanley Cup on home ice. Oh my God, we rally off 6 in the first period, 9 after 2. And I mean, this game is all but over. Goddamn Vancouver. They get 1. Daniel Sprong, bald-headed ass on 19 shots. Will somehow beat Jake Ottinger, but the Alberta Moose proving to be too much. Austin Matthews makes it a 10-piece chicken nugget. And there it is, back-to-back Stanley Cup final wins for the Alberta Moose. This time only losing 1 game in the postseason. 16-1 record, which I believe would be the best record in playoff history. Nonetheless, we go back-to-back, and now we have our eyes set on 3 in a row. We destroyed Vancouver, man. 10-1 in the closeout game. A 10-piece chicken nugget. It was 6-0 after the first period. I don't even know what was going on. McKinnon, Conn Smythe winner, 11 goals, 27 points. A very good postseason by him. As we go back-to-back, and he grabs his first of the video. And there it is, Lord Stanley being presented in Alberta on home ice in front of our home fans as they go crazy here in our arena. And Connor McDavid come back up for his 2nd cup in as many seasons, as now we refocus our focus to our 3rd in a row. Nathan MacKinnon is going to put up 11 goals and 27 points. McDavid with 10 and 10 for 20. Fox was very good. He's been low-key underrated throughout this video. He's been very efficient in the postseason. And for Jake Ottinger, a 922 alongside 3 shutouts and a 16-1 record. Connor McDavid will win the Ted Lindsay, the Art Ross and Hart Trophy, Leon the Maurice Richard, the Norris to Adam Fox, McKinnon the Conn Smythe, Ottinger the Vezina, and Barkov yet again the Selke. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's go on a 3-peat here in NHL 25. We should be able to get the job done. and breeze our way by and cement ourselves as one of the best dynasties in NHL history. So at the end of the season, we would end up going 70-11-1, 141 points, a dominant record yet again for the entire NHL. Top of the league were the Alberta Moose, followed by the Oilers. The Stars were pretty good with 49 wins. Vancouver was decent, I guess. Tampa Bay, and at the bottom, the sad and lonely poverty Calgary Flames, man. What else is there even to say about this team? David Pastrnak will lead our team. He had 113 points in the season. Matthews at 109, McDavid 105. McKinnon was pretty decent himself. Kucherov was all right. I mean, we're just at literal roller coaster mode right now. And Ottinger, 67-1, 6 shutouts, and a 926 save percentage. One of, if not the greatest goaltending season I think I've ever seen in this game. And it was by him at only a 92 overall. Oilers McDavid will lead the NHL in scoring. He had 132 points. Pasta was decent. He was up there at 113, leading our team. We got Matthews, McKinnon, McDavid, Matthews, Kucherov, Draisaitl. All the same guys are usually up there. On the goal side, Matthews will lead with 58. Actually, him and Bedard actually tied at both 58, followed by Matthews, who had 52, McDavid with 50, Dry 50, Kucherov 49. And for goaltenders, nobody is even close. A 60-win season by... Is that supposed to be Jake Ottinger or Leon Draisaitl? What are we doing here? And on the shutout side, UC Saros ended up with 7 or 9 on the season, I should say. And now in round number 1, we are going to face the New Jersey Devils. So I guess a better team than the last 2 teams we faced in the first round. But still, I don't think any team can really compete with this squad. Hopefully we can breeze by. There we go. Sweep round number 1. A 10-2 victory in the closeout game. That is as per usual. Move on again. This is our 3rd season in a row playing the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round, and they're going to get squashed yet again, I imagine, as we get a 2-1 lead over them right now. 2-2, 3-2. Can we finish them off, please? Finish them off. There we go. Off to the conference finals to face the New York Rangers. And things are going well. Up 3-0 over them. Can we sweep them? There we go. Back to the Cup finals. 3 years in a row. Who are we going to play? Ooh, the Colorado Avalanche. A very good simulating team. All right, here we go. First period, game 4, up 3-0 in the series. No score after 1. And Colorado actually holding on to a 3-1 lead entering the 3rd period. Something I really did not expect, but nonetheless, we got to mount a comeback here if we want to win. Actually, I would much rather win the Cup on home ice. That is how confident I am in this squad. 7 minutes to go. Our offense is just run completely dry right now. 3 minutes remaining to go in the game. And Colorado will indeed force a game 6. Or never mind, a game number 5. My bad. Here we go. On home ice, Stanley Cup in the building. We get a 2-0 lead thanks to Eichel and Crosby in the 3rd period. All we got to do now is Jake Ottinger shut the door. Okay, well, Brandstrom's going to get 1. It's going to be a close game here. 5-on-4. There we go. Austin Matthews, tummy ache himself with a power play marker. And then McDavid will respond himself. 7 minutes left. It's somewhat of a blowout game here in Alberta. Less than 30 seconds to go, and our three-peat will be completed. 4-1 lead for Alberta. What a horrible pass to the blue line there. 25 to go. I mean, Colorado is absolutely dead right now. They're the dead wings of the Western Conference. 19, Colton shooting, rips it wide, and he actually cracked the glass. Okay. 16 seconds to go. Shot on net. McDavid blocks. He gets clothesline. Where's the call there? Ref Pastrnak loses it to Middlestat, but he gets it back. 9 seconds remain in the game as it looks like it will be over as the Alberta Moose, for the 3rd time in as many seasons, will go all the way and win the Stanley Cup, completing the dynasty, winning 3 in a row. The only team in NHL history to have a modern-day three-peat. I believe the last team to do so was the Islanders in the 80s. And now Alberta gets it done in 2027, I think we would be if we were 3 years in. As we shake the hands of Colorado, dominated them in 5 games, not really the closest series. We've had, I don't even think we went to a Game 7 the entire video, as Nathan MacKinnon goes back-to-back with the Conn Smythe trophies. 11 goals, 27 points, 36 hits, and a plus 18. Okay, Nate Dogg, I see you. There is Lord Stanley, back-to-back years being presented in Alberta, as Captain McDavid will come on up, collect the Stanley Cup. He's a part of one of the best dynasties in NHL history, best win record in playoff history last year, and we cap it off with our 3rd in a row, as we have cemented ourselves as a dynasty in the NHL. Nathan McKinnon obviously won the Conn Smythe Trophy. Definitely well-deserved. 11 goals, 27 points. Kucherov at 21. Crosby, 19. Kaprizov with 18. And what about Jake Ottinger? Amazing stats again. Oh my God, he was at his best. 933 save percentage. He had 5 shutouts and 16 wins. McDavid is going to take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Matthews, the Maurice Richard. Bouchard will win the Norris. McKinnon, the Conn Smythe. Ottinger, another Vezina. And Alexander Barkov will take home the Selke. Well, that is going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We got it done. We got a dynasty here in Alberta with honestly one of the best rosters that I've ever created. Combining every team's best player obviously results in multiple championships. So until next time, I thank you all for watching, and always remember, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.